Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be, and you already know that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we are getting a little bit crazy. We got Vengeance Day NXT. We're streaming that on Peacock. We got that on the laptop. We've got UFC Fight Night. It's on the TV. We're streaming that, of course, off of ESPN. And I said, let's get a little wild tonight. Let's do something a little crazy while we have both of these great shows going on at the same time. I said, let me make a great show here myself, a great episode and a new episode of Unboxing and Review. As you can see in front of you, we are going to be doing something crazy here today. We are going to be unboxing and reviewing none other than the Elite Collection Series 6 JTG. And this is one of the probably most rare figures when it comes to the Mattel Elite line. I would say for a fact, anybody who collects, anybody who's been collecting, knows for a fact that this is definitely in the top 10. It might even be in the top 5 of rarest Elites out there at this moment. If it's not in the top 5, it is definitely in that top 10. There is no doubt about that. So here today, we have none other than JTG, coming out of the Elite Collection. Like I said, this is Series 6. And what an amazing video it is to bring this to you guys here today, because that's the best part of it, is that I am allowed and able to bring this figure to you today with an unboxing and review, going way back in time in that time machine to Mattel's early stages. This would have been probably around 2011. So very cool to see this. We're going to do what we always do here on the channel. We are going to go front, back, side to side. We're going to take this figure out. We're going to take it for a ride. And it's going to be none other than Crime Time. Because I'll tell you what, man, this is absolutely awesome. This is incredible. I'm excited to do this. We're going to jump right into it. There might be a little dust on this box, guys. Might be a little dust on here. So let's just take it a step at a time. Let's do what we got to do here. But we are going to jump into this right now. Of course, as you can already see across the top of the packaging, we've got the WWE logo, the scratch logo still at the time before the newer logo made its way in. And of course, the across the right corner on the top there, we got Elite Collection, highly detailed action figure, authentic ring attire, and boy, they were not kidding. We go down below that, a big, huge viewing window for JTG. I love these old Elites. I love the old packaging. As you can see behind the figure, it is very cool that we are getting those from the Vault figures that pay tribute to this original packaging. It is even cooler that the Legends line, as you can see some of those hanging to the top right there, those are starting to come back into a more hourglass type form of box. So very cool that we're getting that all over again. But big viewing window for JTG. Nice picture of him there, of course, wearing the attire, wearing the gear that you do get with him in the package. We go down to the bottom, JTG across the nameplate, in case you forgot who it was. Series 6 down there, 8 and up. So as Kyle Peterson would say, you 7-year-olds are going to have to get out of here. You're going to have to go and call mom and dad because it just ain't for you. Below that, World Wrestling Entertainment. And of course, we are entertained when we had JTG and the late great Shad on TV. Crime Time, what a tag team, and I can't wait to add Shad to the collection. Before I go any further, let me just say this, guys. When I say I have had this figure now, I think this is probably at least the 4th or 5th one. When these figures initially came out, I had maybe 2 sets of Crime Time that I had for sale. I had a set for myself. As time went on, selling things, getting rid of things, and it is always, like I say, think about what you're doing with your collections before you jump out of something, because I collected for a very long time. Like I always say, broken record here, but from 98 to 2018, 17, basically 20 years with, very little breaks in between. I had an immense amount of things as far as wrestling is concerned, and there is so much of it that I wish I never got rid of, this figure being one of them. But as I continue to go here, and as I digress, like I say, guys, make sure you always think about what you're doing with your collections. So there is no secret here, guys. The box on this figure is pretty beat up. It is definitely rough, as you can see. I did get a pretty crazy deal on this for what they do sell for, so I'll leave it at that. But as you go to the side here, you get a little side viewing window, and of course below that, WWE logo with JTG across the bottom there. We'll spin it around to the other side of the figure. We put it over here for you. Again, another little side viewing window. We got the WWE logo. We got the JTG figure down there. Display stand included. They want to let you know that you're getting a little bit extra with this JTG. As we spin him around to the back, trying to give you as much room here as I can for you guys to be able to see what's going on. We got Series 6 in the top left corner, WWE logo, JTG below that. We got height, weight, all that great stuff. Little blurb, we'll read it down for you here. 6'1", 235 pounds. Did you know, during his entrances and often during matches, JTG can be seen doing a dance made popular in the world of hip-hop called the motorcycle. This dance involves cranking your fist back and forth while leaning back as if you were riding a motorbike. And hey, you know, when this figure came out, just remember that WWE was much more PG at this time and in this time era, this frame. So I don't know. I think that's funny, but hey, you know, I guess he could have been out there crip walking, right? It is what it is. Who knows? As we continue to go back here to the right side, you get that picture of JTG again that you get on the front. To the left side of that viewing window, you get the same picture of JTG yet again that you get on the side of the package. Display stand included, shown again. Name tag to be able to be inserted into that stand as shown there. In the dead center of this package, you do get the viewing window. And of course, it does show the back of JTG. One of the greatest things that we did get with these Elites at the time was we had so much ability to see what was on these figures and to see their attires and to really get a good look at them. And I feel as if we still had this style packaging, a lot of people would be probably even more up to leaving them in box and leaving them, sealed, because it was nice to be able to see almost the whole figure in a package like this. So, but either way, as we go across the bottom here, bring home the action of WWE. We got Series 6 across the back. Obviously, we're reviewing JTG, so he's not on there, but we got Matt Hardy, CM Punk, Goldust, Shad, and Batista. As far as I know, we are getting that Batista again very soon, or a re-release of him, I believe, somewhere in the near future. I'm debating on the Punk. I've been holding off on it because I'm planning that we're going to see a re-release of that as well. They're going to capitalize on all that CM Punk money. As far as Goldust goes, I have a couple figures of him now. Not really sure I need that. And the Matt Hardy, even then, again, I love the Hardy Boys. I'm just not sure if that Matt Hardy is one that I am going to be trying to get very in the near future, I should say, because again, with TNA and all this other WWE stuff going on, it is possible we could see that figure again if the time and the circumstances come back to being perfect yet again. So who knows? But that Shad, definitely on the list. Shad will be in the collection hopefully soon enough. But as we continue to go here, and as I've said before, guys, I don't want to make these unboxing and review videos too long. We're already pushing 8 minutes. I said we were going to try to keep these more around the 12-minute mark. So without further ado, we're going to do a little snap of the fingers. We're going to be right back. We're going to have this JTG unboxed, and everything will be out here for you guys to check out. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to go over JTG. All right, guys, we are back, and we've got JTG out of the package, and wow, does this feel like a road of just memory lane. I would say it's a trip down memory lane. It's a trip down that old road yet again. I remember buying this figure brand new when it came out, in the store. I remember getting it specifically at Kmart, and in my region, Kmart is not even a thing anymore. So Kmart's been gone for many years, and wow, it's just so crazy to open this up. Nostalgia is in full effect. It is crazy to be able to be back and doing this again. But we're going to go over this figure here. It's an amazing figure, and it definitely deserves this review 100 times over. I'm so excited for this. So as always, let's just jump into the accessories first. We've got none other than his hat here that does have the bandana do-rag underneath it, which is a very cool mold. I don't even know if we've ever gotten this again, but the sideways hat, the bandana off the back there, the do-rag off the back, so it does sit forward like this, and you get that little side piece that goes off there. But a very nice mold, and I like this a lot. Very cool. And that's the big thing with this figure, is a lot of times when it's loose, or if you find somebody that has one that's a repack, or, obviously if it's brand new sealed, you're never going to have the problem. But if you find any of those other two options, it is very, very common that this figure is missing something. 90% of the time, I feel like it's the glasses, and the other 10% of the time, it's the, occasional chain or hat or something. So it's just, it is what it is, guys. You know, if you're looking, stay on the hunt, stay, you know, vigilant with it, and you will definitely find one at some point, depending on which, you know, what is for you, what suits you best. Up next, we'll go into one of his 2 chains here. 2 chains, 4 bracelets, and I will tell you what, we got the little cross there. It's kind of like it's upside down. I don't know if that's something I have to go back and take a look at. It's kind of almost just like a plus sign. Maybe it would have been nicer if it was like dragged out a little bit more towards the bottom. It would look a little bit more like a cross. Maybe they were trying to stay away from that. Who knows? I'm not 100% sure, but a nice chain there for him, as well as this one, which is where it makes me kind of a little bit more curious to that cross. But this is the Jesus face. Might not be exactly that in this mold, but if I can give you guys a better look here. There we go. But yeah, it's like the Jesus face. When I was in high school, they used to call them the Goodwoods. And they had these necklaces that were basically, you know, Jesus face on it. And it would be in all different colors. And people had a bunch of them back in the day. I reluctantly will say I did have a couple of them. But I don't know. I bought a lot of things that I never actually wore. So that being one of them, thankfully. And here we go. We've got the most important piece, and that is these sunglasses here that he comes with. And as you can see on there, they all say, yo, 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 because it's time to pop a 40 and grab your rollie. It's crime time. And they're coming at you. Look at those glasses, how cool that is. Huh? Pretty neat there, for sure. For sure. Glad that that is, like I said, complete with this. And that was the whole reason why I pulled the trigger on this one. But up next, I don't even want to put this in or bend it because it is literally crisp out of the package. It's never been used. The JTG name tag that goes into the front of these stands there on the bottom, as you can see. WWE logo on there, little foot peg to stand your figure on. But I don't even want to curve that or anything. I think that's all going to go back in the package just as it is. But up next here, we get to go over JTG himself. Bring you really close here. As you can see, if it's a little bit tough maybe on camera, I hope the light is catching it. He does have a grill in his mouth, which is very cool. Very silver on the teeth, but it might be a little tough for the camera to pick that up. I'm hoping you guys can see it. It might just look like really white teeth. But it is silver, it is a grill, it is in there, and it's a very cool little added piece to this figure. And as we continue to go over everything here, we got it right down to his mustache, to his little chin piece there that's below. Hopefully this will start to, there we go, get a little bit better on the focus there. We got the braids going all the way around, looking really good. And this figure, really, really good job that they did here. See if I can get that a little bit better. See if we can get that to, there we go. And they did a fantastic job with this figure. They really did. And then we make our way down to the attire here. And as you can already see, we've got the yo, yo, yo going all the way down the pants there, the bullet holes all the way down the pants. Yo, yo, yo everywhere. Kind of like Yo MTV Raps. And I don't know if that's what he was going with off this. I'm going to assume maybe a little bit of it could have been from there. We got the little studs around the back of the jean pockets, the studded belts that they used to have on, a little bit of the top of the boxes, the underwear showing there. And then we got that tied off bandana leg here, as we're going to go into that in a second. And like I said, I mean, great sculpt. Look at this piece on here. Absolutely fantastic. All the way around with that bandana right to the knee. I mean, this at the time, guys, was unbelievable to get a figure like this. It was absolutely insane to be able to see something with this kind of detail. And I think really it was around probably Elite Series 4 that we started to realize, okay, this Elite line is going to be something special. And as it continued to progress here in Elite 6, we got just that. And like I said, on this side, you go down to the Timberland boot there, as we would imagine. And on this side, we got the sock coming way up. We got the Timberland boot there with the brim around the side there, that leather piece that goes around the top of the ankle all the way down into the boot itself there. I mean, this looks great. Like I said, guys, you cannot get any better than this with this detail, with this attention to detail. And it's just absolutely amazing. That bandana, that whole sculpt there, that whole piece. This is a great, great figure. JTG, really, I don't think we'll ever see another one. Maybe someday we'll get lucky. Maybe we will get one, but I don't think we'll ever see another JTG. I mean, if we do, it is what it is. I'm not going to be upset. I'll still be happy that I own this figure, as, you know, of course, unless it's a complete identical re-release, then, that might hurt me a little bit, but I'm not collecting for the value. Obviously, everything that's in my collection, I appreciate when I see things go up in value, go up in price, but I'm always keeping this stuff for me. And, as you guys already know, the stuff that's for sale, that's on my MERCARI. And speaking of which, now that we've obviously come to the end of this unboxing review on JTG, we've got to go over the basics, guys. So as always, if you haven't already, go over to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be with me every single day here on the channel, watching these new videos that we do put out, usually just about every single day. It's usual. It's the usuals. We do usually do that. We usually put it out every single day, but sometimes it doesn't happen. But if you do want to see that, hit the bell icon, and you will definitely get all the updates for my videos and all the shorts and everything else in between. And as always, if you haven't already, check out the description of this video, check out the community and sponsors, the MWC family. Go and check out all their pages everywhere. Subscribe, follow, join, all that great stuff, and they will be so grateful that you did. And other than that, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you get down into the comment section of this video. Tell me what you think. Are we insane for unboxing this JTG? Are we insane for trying to keep up with the brain to mouth ratio right now that somehow is eluding me late into this video? But either way, guys, you already know what it is. It is another unboxing and review JTG, another figure here on Matt's Wrestling Collectibles, the only place that we always can be. So for another unboxing review, I appreciate all you guys for being here for it, and until the next one, stay safe and stay tuned.